All right, so we're going to find Dr. Lydia here and ask her some very pertinent questions. Dr. Lydia.
Hi.
You're going to get interrogated here a little bit.
Okay.
So I want to know, and so does everybody out here in social media land, obviously, why did you pick like pediatric prenatal focus from a chiropractic perspective? Because again, you go to chiropractic school, you can do whatever the heck you want, and for some reason you picked that. Why did you pick that?
I actually didn't want to do it in the beginning because I felt like as a woman, that's what it was expected of me. However, I, through research, realized how much lack of education there is as far as pregnancy, pediatrics, and then there's also this like notion that kids don't need to be adjusted when they are definitely, they need to be adjusted more than adults. So I just kind of sought down the rabbit hole of what kids need and what pregnant women need and how we can better educate them so that they can go into their lives the way that they need to.
Yep, for sure. Is there something that what kind of sparks that fire in your belly? I mean, usually there's a problem you're trying to solve with that. Like, what lights your fire from that perspective?
Parents who are just not given any answers as far as like what's going on with their kid or anything like that. I like to find like the root cause of why their kid is so sick or their behavior or different things like that, or even adults nowadays with the amount of depression is like, what's the root cause of this versus take this pill, take this medication, go to this therapist and go do this, or I don't know, try PT or speech therapy. And if that doesn't work, then your kid's just never going to talk. Like being able to actually give parents something to look at and take care of their kids versus just, I don't know.
Just cover up the symptom type of thing on there.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. What's a typical first visit for a kid? Like, what are you doing with them?
Yeah, so going through prenatal history, so figuring out how mom was when they were pregnant, talking about birth history. Those are the two main causes of a lot of things that you see in kids. So I'm really diving deep into that and trying to figure out what happened during that, and then kind of going through the progression of their life and figuring out when they were sick, antibiotics, everything that they've done biomedical as far as therapies and different things like that. And then I do a CLA insight scan on them. So I'm looking directly into their nervous system. So we're doing heart rate variability, looking at EMG, and then a thermal scan. So they all tell us how their nervous system is functioning. And then from there, I can actually tell specifically where a kid needs to be adjusted versus just adjusting anything. Because a lot of times we can actually adjust too much in a kid. And it's like pulling the e-brake when they're going 100 miles an hour. And that's when you see them just whirl. And so you really have to know specifically where to adjust a kid, where to adjust a stressed out mom.
And where not to as well,
yes.
too, it sounds like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, you are a great asset for parents out there and for a lot of kids. And I highly suggest if you're watching this video, you get in here and meet Dr. Lydia and find out firsthand how you can actually help your child and yourself probably at the end of the day. And you'll sleep better at night. Thanks, Dr. Lydia.
Yes, thank you.